just wait a few minutes, see if anybody gets the notification that we are live. Oh, it says we're live. There is a small delay, so I'll just give it a few seconds. So tonight, this one should be pretty quick and easy. I went ahead and got a little bit of my prep work done. And hey, when you jump on, will you please tell me hello and tell me what you're up to this evening, and just chat with me. It makes it so much nicer. I wanted to show y'all a trick if you've ever wanted to make the bead garlands, a trick to painting the beads. Now, you may already have your own way that you do it, but this one is super easy, and I've tried a few different methods. Hey everybody, I'm Allie with Market House, and you can see our website, markethousediy.com. And we are a DIY studio, and this month is National Crafting Month. So I am in a little bet with my daughter that every day I'll do a project video and post it or do a live, whichever, but I'm doing a project every day for the month of March, which is National Crafting Month. So tonight I'm making a quick little bead garland. And so I wanted to show y'all what I do to do that. So I just take plain old beads. I'm going to show you a jar. And in my studio, I keep them in jars and cookie jars and everything else. Any jar I can find. I like to look at them. They're pretty in jars. And so I just take some plain old beads and I put them in my jar, my mason jar. I put a little bit of water, some paint, and I throw my beads in there and I shake it up. And you can shake it up really good. And this is just really good for a paint washed effect. Okay, I'm not going for full coverage. If you want full coverage, a really good way to do it is to put your beads on a skewer, just a skewer you get from the grocery store, Walmart, whatever, and you can literally paint them. But I just want a whitewashed effect. So then I open it up. How is everybody tonight? Tell me hello. I can't see any comments. Y'all are always often quiet, but you warm up. But I love it when you say things, because then I can answer questions and all that fun stuff. So then I just reach into my, bless you, my hubby sneezing. Reach into the jar and pull out my beads, and then I just lay them on a paper towel to dry. So I'm not going to lay these. I've already got some dried and ready to go. Bless you. We just went to the mailbox and we just took out the trash, and he probably breathed in some pollen. It is horrendous. Everything's yellow. Hey Jamie, I hope that you will try this if you like to paint wood garland or wood beads. This is an excellent way to do it. You just shake them up, and then you have these beautiful whitewashed beads, or any color that you choose. So mine have been drying for a little bit. I put them a little bit earlier. If you want to sand them down, you can also leave them on your skewer and just kind of hit them with the sanding block. And what I do in the studio is we have a little piece of wood that we cut. This is just some framing board that we use. We wrap our sandpaper around it, and then we use it to sand everything, all the projects that we do. But if you want to take off, you know how the wooden beads, they have a little bit of distressing on them? So easy. So if you don't want, if you're worried about full coverage as well, another thing you can do once you've painted them is stick these little skewers into a little block of foam, and it'll just keep them straight up, so they'll be nice and fully covered. But I don't want that tonight. So you can just literally hold them like that and just kind of like you're shucking corn, or not shucking corn, taking the kernels off the corn cob. But I'm just kind of sanding them. So there's another trick for you. So there's two tricks. Put your wood beads in a mason jar with paint and water mix. Shake them up. And then, just in case I see people are jumping on, so take a skewer and just pick them all out, and then lay them on a towel to dry. All right, so there you go. That's one of my secrets. Maybe not a secret, but it's one thing that I do, and I kind of figured it out. I used to roll them around in bowls and slosh them around and then pick them out with the skewers, and I came up with the idea of shaking them up in the mason jar. So thank you for calling me a genius. I'm not often called a genius. So I'm gonna highlight that comment or whatever. Anyway, all right, so next thing I'm gonna do, I thought it would be fun to do a little bunny hanging on the end of my garland. So I'm going to do a wood bean garland, and I'm going to do a tassel. So I'll show you how to do a tassel real quick. But I decoupage these little wooden bunnies. They're so cute. So I have one ready to go somewhere. Let's see, where did I put him? Yes, I traced out my little bunny. You kind of see real lightly where I traced him. I just laid him down and traced him. And then I'm going to cut him out just so you can see the process really simply. So why don't y'all comment, hey Tammy, how are you? What interesting things are you doing, Tammy? What kind of projects? I want to say, Tammy showed me, this is really cool. She had, she bought it at a craft show. It's a big old metal trash can that you would really put outside, it looks like, but it is all painted up in bright, fun flowers and colors, and I absolutely love it. It is amazing. It's the best thing ever. And I said, if I had time, I would be painting up some trash cans, and who knows, you may walk into Market House or Alley Oops one day and I'll be selling painted trash cans, but it's just so much fun. And it brightens up her kitchen, and I just love that. But Tammy is very, very creative, so she's usually always doing something fun. All right, I'm going to leave my scissors out in case I need them. So then again, I've been doing a lot of decoupage projects lately, but they're fun and easy. And I'm going to take my brush. I had been soaking it. Hey, everybody, once you jump on, will you say hey? Let me know that you're watching. And tell your friends about it. I gave away, if you look on our Market House page, I gifted, last night Rosalind was the winner of the little sign that I made, and I posted a picture of it. So I'm choosing random winners. Oh my gosh, you had knee surgery, so you're propped up in the bed. Well, Tammy, we'll be praying about that you get quick, fast, speedy recovery. Everything goes right back the way it should and better for you. I did not know that you were even planning that. It must be something that came about quickly, or maybe you just didn't mention it, but I hope that you're doing much better. All right, so I'm just putting Mod Podge on the back of my paper. I put Mod Podge on my little wooden bunny. You can get these little wooden shapes at Hobby Lobby. You can get them at Factory Direct, any place like that. You can find them all over Amazon. And I still can't figure out my Amazon links. I want to start posting my Amazon affiliate links. I got to figure that out. If you're like me, I don't know how many of you are like this. Like, if I'm going to do something that involves like computer stuff, website stuff, I literally just I need a moment. Oh my gosh, thank you, Jamie. Dollar Tree has them. That's wonderful. I went the other day. Our Dollar Tree, I must have overlooked them. Or I go at the wrong time. Because people find the best stuff there, and I cannot. I always miss it. And then, like, I went there to the floral aisle to get some things that I had heard people say they were going to our Dollar Tree to get. And I'm speaking of the one in Brandon on 80. But, and the whole floral aisle looked like it had just been wiped out. Like, nothing left. So, I don't know. I don't know if they heard I was coming and they said, hurry, buy everything. Which might have been good. Because do I need another piece of craft project in my life? Probably not, but I love them. I don't need another piece of wood shapes, paper, material, whatever, but I love it. So it's fun. I almost went to Hobby Lobby today, but I did not. So I took Danae, who I don't see her on tonight, but thank you so much for reminding me about using the emery board. When you have these little shapes and you've cut them out, you've traced your shape and you cut them out, and you want to sand the edges for a little bit of a distressed look, the emery board, just plain old emery board, is wonderful. So you just go around it, and I was making little bunnies last night. They were different, the different shape. You'll have to check out that video. And oh, what I was saying is, see, look, I'm like a squirrel going around and around. If you will tell your friends about this video, if you have friends that might like to watch it, if you will send them a link to it, S-H-A-R-E, and you could be a random winner. I will gift this little garland that I'm making to someone tonight. So do that for me. This time tomorrow, I will have a winner, and you can pick it up at Market House anytime that we're open, or if you're not local, we can send it to you. Doesn't take much to send it to you. All right, so I'm just taking off the edges, cleaning it up a bit, distressing it just a bit. I absolutely love this paper. I grabbed this paper at Michael's not too many weeks ago, and I love it. All right, so Tammy, tell me, did you know you were, was this an injury that popped up or something you were planning for your surgery? Because I missed that whole thing. I sure did. All right. So I'm just filing away, because you never can cut it just exactly. You've always got a little bit of edge. So take your emery board and file it. Now, I also use my skewer. We've got the little hole that's there that your twine is going to go through, and poke your skewer through so that you have a nice clean hole. So there you go. Hopefully I'm sharing a few little tricks tonight that will help your crafting for the National Crafting Month go much easier. All right. And I probably need to put my glasses on. I had to take a BC. My head was killing me. And I think it's because today I didn't have glasses. I didn't wear my glasses much today because I left them at home. And I had to borrow some from the store, and I guess I stole them because I brought them home, so I'll need to be sure. Oh, it's an old injury that you finally got fixed. Well, I hope you did well. Who's your doctor, if you don't mind me asking? Or you can PM me. I have a little bit of a knee trouble, but I have a doctor that I really like, I guess. I just am putting some stuff off too, but you shouldn't put it off, I guess, too long. Okay, so there's my little bunny, so we can use him. And then I did a floral one. And it's really always good to go back over the top with another coat of Mod Podge. Barrett, Dr. Barrett. I have not heard of that doctor, but I'm sure he did well. You'll heal up quickly. Kraft. Oh, how appropriate. Dr. Kraft is the one that I saw at Mississippi Sports Medicine. He was real good for the times that I needed him. But, I guess sooner or later, those knees will give out, won't they? Oh, we only have 15% battery power, so we're going to move this little show right along. How about that? Okay, so now we're going to string up some. Let me just throw this stuff away. I have this trash over here, and my dog keeps getting in my trash. All right, so we're going to string up our, so I want about a 3-foot. Did anybody's grandmother teach you this? Of course, I've got short arms, so it's probably not very accurate, but from your nose to the tip of your finger is about a yard, which is 3 feet. Did anybody else know that? So I'm gonna I got short arms, so I'm going to add a little bit. So here's another trick for you. Let me turn my glue gun on and get my little finger protector. When you're stringing these beads, it can get like frayed. So if you'll put a little bit of hot glue on there and then just kind of twist it up, you can make it like a little needle. So it'll go through all the beads and it won't keep getting frayed. So we'll do that as soon as my hot glue gets heated up. So here's one of my little bunnies that I did. And I'm going to go ahead and on one end, I'm going to have the little bunny. Then I'm going to have all the beads and then I'm going to have a tassel. Okay. So I'm going to tie a little knot for this bunny. And then I'm going to, all right. So I'm telling y'all a few little helpful hints. If you have any helpful hints, I am very open to hearing them because like Danae, who reminded me about the emery board and the small little pieces of, you know, cut out pieces that you want to sand around, I'm always interested in learning new little tricks. So whatever you got, throw it at me. I'm interested to know. Okay, so I think if I craft long enough, my husband might make dinner. Of course, he makes dinner all the time anyway, so who am I kidding? Look, y'all, I didn't get 2 finger protectors, so here we go. It's not too hot yet, so I'm just twisting it. I would not suggest doing this with this glue gun. Oh, there's my dog. He's outside the door. He, or she, not he, she. Why did I say he? I left her out, but it's fixing to rain, so. All right, so I've got my little bunny on there, and I'm just going to start stringing these beads. And I'll start with the ones that I sanded. So I wanted about a 3-foot. That's a lot of times. I just want this for my 3-tiered tray. And I just want to drape it in there. I said earlier in this month I was going to decorate my 3-tiered tray on a video. And so I'm finishing up. I painted my little bunny wherever it is, somewhere around here. I made some carrots. I sewed. Then I haven't done that in quite some time. And if you pop on, tell me hey. And if Rosalind's on, you're the winner of my last project I did. So, hey Danae, you see I'm using your trick with the emery board. I found me one, so I have it tonight. And a lot of times I'll show you here, I will feed this, see where I tied the bunny on? I will feed this back, sounds like it's raining. And my dog might be outside. Hey Ricky. Doggy's out. Anyway, I feed that back up in there and you can glue it. I think Dolly's outside and it might be raining. Is it? She's right there. That's a sweet hubby. He's going to get that baby girl in. It's really his dog. She really loves him more. Okay, so I'm just beading up. And I've got, oh, she's mad. She does not like the rain. And it kind of came on us pretty quick. Is it raining where you are? Tell me if it's raining. Hey, I got a few people on. When you pop on, will you please say hey? Let me know that you're watching because the little face pictures of the faces I don't see real well. Even with my glasses on. So, but I'm watching your comments. So, and also Rosalind was the winner of the cute little bunny sign that I did the other night. And so tonight I am gifting one of these little garlands for someone who tells their friends tonight by S-H-A-R-E or S-H-A-R-I-N-G. If you will do that for me, that would be awesome. I'd really love it. And tell your friends that might be interested. Hey, Karen, how are you? Now, wait, let me see. Karen is in Bay Springs, right? Am I correct? Please tell me if I'm correct. This is good for my brain. You love the beads. So easy. Did you see, Tammy, how I painted them? I shook them up in this jar. I put paint, water, beads, shook them up, and they come out perfect. You put them on a little skewer like that. You get them out of there, and then you can take it, and if you want to distress them, just sand a little bit, and you get those edges. You know how when you buy a little bead, it's got the edges. So tonight, this cute little bunny garland is going to be somebody's, if you S-H-A-R-E. All right, so I'm loving it already. It's so cute. Now, you can tell me when you win. I'm going to make two. I'm going to make the little turquoise and white gingham, and I've got the floral, so you'll have your choice. Y'all, listen, Easter is next week. You need to do something with these beads. If you're like me, you probably ordered a ton off of Amazon and they're sitting in jars. Like I was showing everybody earlier, they're in jars in my office. They're pretty to look at. Thank you for S-H-A-R-E-ing. S-H-A-R-I-N-G-ing. Yes, so I will have a winner. Anyway, Easter is next weekend, and y'all, I've been so, I don't know, just a lot going on, and I haven't even decorated. I've made all these decorations, and I haven't even decorated. So this morning, in a whirlwind, before I left to go to the store, I grabbed two of my favorite bunnies that I put out every year, and I was thinking about how I would do a little arrangement in an old shallow mixing bowl. So I'm gonna work on that this weekend, but my goodness, they'll only be up. I guess I'll leave them up for several weeks, kind of like we leave the Christmas tree up till February, right? Who does that? What is the longest? Okay, somebody comment. I'm gonna give two away. So somebody comment the longest you have left your Christmas tree up. And oh, hey, Christy. Now, I saw you today. How are you? Thank you. The bunny is super cute. Isn't he cute? And it just adds, so you can kind of drape it on your coffee table tray. Now, I will paint the back of this bunny white. I just didn't do it for tonight. But, so I just got a couple more beads. And if you're watching on the replay, well, if you popped in late, you can, on the replay, you'll see everything from the beginning. But if you popped in late, check out the neat way that I paint my beads. Put them in the jar with some paint. Okay, so Karen's got February. She's had her tree up since, or before, as late as February. So I'm going to pick one winner random from someone who S-H-A-R-E-D. And I'm going to pick one winner who random for the longest, leaving. Pick me, I need him. Oh! You need this. You need this for your coffee table tray or your 3-tiered tray. All right, so the way I make my tassel, I'll show you this little trick real quick. All right, so I just grabbed something, anything about the length that I think that I want. So I found these little magnets. And then, look, I'm looking around for all of my junk. Okay, I took my twine, right? And then I just literally... Look, and Danae's going to see me do this. I cannot make pom-poms, but I can make a tassel. So literally, I'm just wrapping my twine several times. Just depends on how thick you want your tassel. And this is just good old jute twine. So I'm going to wrap it, wrap it, wrap it, wrap it. Okay, so this looks good. So I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to slide it off. She keeps it and decorated for each holiday. Oh my gosh, and your granddaughter loves it. Now that's reasonable. I would say I could go for that. That's smart. But I mean, literally, I've left my Christmas tree up, so I'm not too smart. Okay, so then what I've got is this little loop of twine. So I'm going to tie up close to the top with a piece of twine, a knot. probably about an inch down. That gives you a good loop to tie on your bead garland, okay? And that way, whatever you've tied can kind of come down into the tassel, and then you just cut the loops on that end. So I'm sure it's very similar to making a pom-pom that I have not seemed to be able to manage. All right, so now what I do is I take a little bit of twine. I'm gonna get my little finger protector on because now the glue is pretty hot. And I'm going to wrap some twine around this top part. All right, so I really appreciate y'all being on this live tonight. Thank you so much. And hopefully you'll be a winner. Sometimes I get crazy and do more than one winner, so maybe you'll be lucky. Just depends on how many I get done for the night. All right, so I'm just wrapping around this just to add to it. How many people have made tassels? Have y'all made a lot of tassels out there? They're fun to make. They're pretty easy. You can add like shells, lace, ribbon, all kinds of different things. So then all I did is just wrap a little bit of rope twine around there. So there you go. All right, now some people want to get real crafty with it, and they will actually sit and unravel these little pieces, kind of like you've never done a tassel, Tammy? Well, you might want to try because you can get really creative. Some people unravel that, but I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm just going to go for your farmhousey tassel. Okay, so now I'm going to take my end here and I'm going to feed it through. We left a loop here. We didn't cut this end. I'm going to feed it through, all right, this tassel. See there? And I'm going to tie it off. And we are done almost with this little project. I think Christy made a tassel. You made a wood bead in the studio, didn't you? Or when we first opened, one of the first ones, and you did a really good job. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go back up through this bead and see if I can feed. Now, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, because there's not quite enough room. I may have to cut a little bit of it off. But if you can feed it back up in there, it's really good. Just a little bit of reinforcement, and then you can, yes. So there, I'm gonna pull it tight, and you can touch it with a little bit of glue if you want to. But let's see if I can do it one more time. So I've given you a couple of secrets. Not really secrets, just little helpful hints. And if there's any that you have, please share. Oh, I said that bad word, but I guess it won't matter in the context that I use it. How do they even know? Like, how do they even know what context I'm using it? All right, how cute is this? So you can just literally put it on a little tray. I will photograph this one in a display, but I'm gonna have a lucky winner. You're gonna be gifted this cute little tassel and bunny bead garland. You can choose floral bunny or a turquoise bunny, if you will. And go ahead, if you're watching the replay, you can do it. You can still SHARE, because I will be gifting it tomorrow. So I'll pick a random winner tomorrow around this time, and you will be the winner of this adorable, battery's about to die, but just in time, this adorable bead garland. So listen, y'all, thank you so much for joining me. And I will be back tomorrow with another project, but I'll be in the store tomorrow too. Me and Bethany both. So if you're out and about, come see us. We have a lot of neat new items, and we would love to just visit with you. So thank you for watching. My phone's about to die, guys, so I'm going to let y'all go, but you have a good evening, okay?